Hoopy Guilo at Hoopy Geeks here, and we are leaving the roaring 20s and moving into the 1930s in my physical media collection. And we start straight away with Elstree Calling, and I've only rated this a 3 out of 10, and I've got it purely because it's an Alfred Hitchcock film. So I've written down my mini review, made it as a live TV show featuring stage acts of the era. This is interesting only for Hitchcock's minimal contribution. Also, the earliest film I have with Cantonese, in thanks to Anna May Wong. Only the slapping scene amused me. Not great. I don't even remember the slapping scene, so it can't have been that good. Yet, 1930, my earliest film to have any Cantonese. I wonder if that is the first example of Cantonese in a talkie. So I'm going to put that out there to people. Do you know, does Cantonese appear in a talkie movie before Anna May Wong shouts it in Elstree Calling from 1930? The next film is Walk Cheerfully. This is by one of my favourite directors, Otsu Yasujiro. This one is available on the Otsu collection, the Gangster Films collection. I've not actually written a review for this. The next film is I Flunked, but this one is available on the Student Comedies DVD from BFI. I believe it has since been released on Blu-ray by BFI. So the next film is a short, and this starts a series of shorts that's kind of going to dominate my films till the 1960s at least. And this is the very first Looney Tunes cartoon. Sinkin in the Bathtub. This was Bosco the Talk Inc. Kid. Bosco actually appeared in a film before this in 1929. This isn't included in my collection because it wasn't released theatrically. It was made like a test pilot for Warner Brothers. I do recommend trying to hunt that down. It's called Bosco the Talk Inc. Kid. Ink, I-N-K, because he's made out of ink. And it mixes live action with animation. This is available on the amazing Looney Tunes Golden Collection. It's on Volume 3, Disc 2, if you're interested. And I've written down the first Looney Tunes cartoon is certainly interesting and mildly entertaining. The next film is Murder! ! This is an Alfred Hitchcock film, and you'd think, being a crime thriller genre, it's going to be up there with Lodger, the story of the London fog, especially with a name like Murder. I've given this a 4 out of 10, and I've written down this early Hitchcock shows signs that it is a Hitchcock film, the innocent accused of murder and shots. However, it is not the most interesting one, as it seriously drags. Not terrible, and an interesting entry in Hitch's career. This is available on the early Alfred Hitchcock DVD collection. The next film is That Night's Wife. This is another Otsu Yasujiro film, an early one. He's still making silent films. It's available on the Otsu collection, Gangster Films by BFI. I've not rated this. I've not written a review. Disappointed in myself. The next film is Animal Crackers. This is a Marx Brothers film with the 4 Marx Brothers and Margaret Dumont. This is available on the Marx Brothers DVD collection. I've given this a 7 out of 10, and I've written down the verbal humour is dated but still funny. Chico's piano solo is the highlight. A good film worth watching. The next film is Congo Jazz. This is another short film by Harmon and Ising, harmonizing together. This is on the Looney Tunes Golden Collection. This one is available on Volume 6, Disc 3. I've given this a 3 out of 10. Not very good cartoon, but quite inventive in style. Next film is The Booze Hangs High, also on Golden Collection, Volume 6. Another 3 out of 10. Basic early animation I've written from the Looney Tunes with Bosco. Bosco's films never really stand out as being great. The next film on my list is Crying for the Carolines. I own this on the Looney Tunes Platinum Collection Volume 2 Blu-ray. I have given this film a 3 out of 10. In my mini review, I have written down a live-action precursor to the Merry Melodies. This Spoony Melodies is a music video with Art Deco style animation and using the Wurlitzer organ. Innovative in style, yes, but ultimately a dull, dated song that has a depressing tone. Yawn. And that ends the cinematic releases for 1930 in my physical media collection. Join me next time for 1931. Please comment down below what you think of the films listed, or if there are any films you feel are missing from my collection. I'll happily read your comments. Thank you again for watching. Bye for now.